make your English better, we need to have grammar. Like as we say that we need some more jewelry, some nice dresses to decorate ourselves, to look fine. In the same way, language should also have certain beauty. Yes. So to bring beauty into your language, grammar is very
I
important.
think the grammar is not that important, but
Yeah.
one thing I would like to share that when I used to speak English with incorrect grammar, I was
Mhm.
not that confident. But since I have started speaking grammar correctly, I feel another level of confidence. Okay, that whatever I'm speaking, that is speaking like correct. Nobody is going to point me out like that you are going wrong here and there. And small mistake, that is the part of our
The struggle behind this, that how much struggle Karishma ma'am had. Yeah, I saw your one of the videos. I think that was Clappingo or somewhere. You were holding your one baby in your lap, and in between he was. I think the elder one was coming in the screen. And you were continuously talking to your tutor. So yes,
Hello, ma'am. Very good morning.
very good morning. Very good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How about you?
I'm also doing fantastic since morning. Yes, I was a little busy in my household chores, but now we are sitting right in front and we are going to have wonderful conversation today.
Okay,
Yes.
actually, ma'am, I already know you. I have seen a lot of video of yours. These days, I don't know, they're popping. So I have seen like grammar with Manju, ma'am. So I am very keen to learn my grammar, and that's the reason I subscribe your channel and watching your videos these days. And they all are
Thank you so
amazing.
much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes, but you are coming first time on my channel. I would like you to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Thank you so much for asking me to introduce myself in front of you. Yes, you have been working on your YouTube channel for so long, and I'm new for this YouTube platform. So, yes, I am Manju Mishra, and I'm connecting to you from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. You must have heard about it. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you talk about my educational qualifications, so I have completed my master's and also I have completed my B.Ed. And after that, I have been teaching for nearly 32 years. Now I'm a retired teacher and I'm working on my channel. My channel's name is Grammar with Manju Ma'am, as you mentioned. And there I upload mostly grammar videos.
Okay. So, ma'am, when did you start your channel? How long
I
have you been uploading
started
videos?
in 2022, somewhere at the end. So it's been more than 1 year. It's been more than
It's
one
more
year.
than 1 year. Okay. So, how is it going?
Now it's going all right. But in the beginning, yeah, I was not very consistent also. And yes, I was not very technically smart. So that time it was not growing well, but now it's fine. I'm happy. Whatever
That's
I'm putting in my effort, it's going on well.
so mean like after retirement you are working on this, so that's really commendable because people take retirements to take rest and live your life happily without any pressure or something. But still you are thinking to achieve something through this channel, guiding people. That's an amazing job, I would say. And I have a few questions for you today. I want to ask, like most of the people like asking me, what is the meaning of fluency? Fluency means speaking continuously without any kind of interruption, or like fluency mean to speak correctly even with taking pauses. What is the fluency mean?
Yes. As the fluency word itself means whatever you want to convey in any language, no matter it's English or it's Hindi. If you are able to convey your ideas and thought, whatever way you really want to, whatever way you want to, not that the other person what way he gets. So whatever way you want to convey and you are able to do that, it means that is fluency. And but yes, you cannot convey anyhow. Like if I have to say मैं conversation session attend कर रही हूँ and I just break it in here and there and I say हूँ है मैं join conversation, that's how we can't do it. Yeah, so somewhere there has to be, even though you will say कर रही हूँ attend conversation, I will understand to some extent, but there has to have, a kind of continuation, continuity, flow. So that is actually what I feel is fluency.
Okay, means like sentence structure is important, like how you are constructing the whole sentence. There are different ways to constructing a single sentence.
Yeah,
Somebody is
yeah.
saying in this way, somebody is saying in that way. But if you're
No,
saying in third way, like another
yeah,
way, then it's
yeah.
not
You
fluency.
you will think that I used all the words, but they were not organized. Yes.
Organized.
So words have to have certain system, like subject, verb, object, like that, and then tenses should be correct. And whatever you feel like you are able to convey that, it means you are fluent enough.
Okay. Okay, so you are you are teaching grammar on your channel. So my next question is about that. Like how much grammar is important for speaking basic English?
Yeah. If you are a beginner, if you just have started your journey for speaking English, you can begin with scratch. Whatever words you have, whatever vocabulary is there in your mind, you can begin with that. Yes. But after that, if you want to really learn this language, yes, then certain after certain level of expertise or certain level of fluency, when you find yourself that you are able to do that, then you will certainly think that now my English should be better and better with time. Okay, so to make your English better, we need to have grammar. Like as we say that we need some more jewelry, some nice dresses to decorate ourselves, to look fine. In the same way, language should also have certain beauty. Yes, so to bring beauty into your language, grammar is very important.
Okay, so I get my answer. I also think I used to think that grammar is not that important while I was learning English, but then also I realized, okay, I learn English without grammar, but right now I'm facing the grammar issue. So if I would have learned grammar in the beginning, I may not face this grammar issue. But ultimately, if somebody wants to learn speaking only, then I think they can learn without grammar, and after reaching a certain level, they can include grammar slowly. That would be easier, I think, instead of
That
learning grammar at the beginning.
No, no, that's absolutely right. But the thing is, with we Hindi speakers, we most of the time we talk in Hindi,
Yes.
isn't it? We don't use English at home. Most of the time, we don't use this language with our neighbors. Okay, so when are we going to learn this? When are we going to practice this? Oh yes, we tell everybody that yeah, you can practice at home, you can just stand in front of the mirror and continuously speak. How long a person is going to do it? Is it really possible to remain motivated throughout the life? If it is, certainly grammar has no role. You just speak, listen, speak, and you will become fluent. But for us, we need to know that why this, why not this. Then it becomes easy that structure like that you can make thousands because you know it that with she, he, it, singular subject, I have to use has or I have to use have. When you know it, then probably you will not make mistakes. So that is the role of grammar actually. In the beginning, yes, that is very important that you open your mouth because that is the biggest problem. We feel so hesitant to open our mouth. How to start? If a person makes fun of me, what will happen? That's
The
the
very first
reality.
question comes to our mind is that what the other person is going to think. That's the
Yeah.
main question, like why we are not starting, why we are not speaking. Most of the housewife and even the young generation, I've seen a lot of people like who graduated from this kind of school, like Hindi medium, are not habitual in speaking. They feel so much shy in opening up. They cannot, even though they know all grammar rules, all English, they are very
True.
much like perfect in writing, but still they
But
can't speak just
when it
because they are
comes
not in
to
the
speech,
habit.
yeah,
Yeah,
because it's not in our culture, it's not the habit of ours actually. We don't open our mouth in English. When it comes to speak, only that time we speak. Like as we mentioned that PTM, if we have to go, then that time we have to think that at least two, three sentences I must know, which I can put up in front of the teacher so that my child will have certain kind of reputation in the in her his class. So that time we think of speaking. Once we reach airport, then we think, oh my God, the lady is going to ask all the questions in English. I must understand and I must reply in English. So that time we start opening our mouth. Then that time it becomes difficult. If always like we are practicing, so now it has become our habit, even though one or two places we go wrong, but we continuously speak. Yes. So this is very important that we speak as much as possible.
yeah. For most of the Indian people, I can understand that they already good in grammar. They qualified good marks in their English. like 80 out of 100. But when it's come to speaking, because they never speak, because they never spoke, how to say
I
this?
think never speak is also correct. They never speak because they don't used to speak this. Yeah.
Okay, so they never speak, and that's the
Spoke when they were studying this. They never spoke when they were in their school
okay.
time or college time. That time they never spoke. They never used this language. Now they are thinking, I must
Now they are
utilize.
thinking. Yeah,
That's the
yes,
thing.
absolutely right. So,
Yeah.
one thing I would like to share that when I used to speak English with incorrect grammar, I was
Mhm.
not that confident. But since I have started speaking grammar correctly, I feel another level of confidence. Okay, that whatever I'm speaking, that is speaking like correct. Nobody is going to point me out like that you are going wrong here and there. And small mistake, that is the part of our life. Even I know sometimes, okay, this should not be used, but just by speaking somehow, I don't know for what reason, you speak wrong English sometimes. It
Because
happens with everyone.
yeah, it's not our native language, so it happens
It
that
happens,
sometimes
yeah.
the verb is used wrong. But yeah, if you are able to understand that here I made a mistake, probably you won't repeat it every now and then. Once it happened, that happened. Now in future, maybe you will correct it because you understood that where you were wrong. So that is important actually, and that is the role of grammar.
Yeah, that is important. I realize that it is important now because now I feel that people are commenting me like, ma'am, you're speaking good English. There's no issue with the grammar or something. You're speaking very fluently and nicely. So then I thought, okay, if I'm speaking nicely, so I should also correct correct my grammar so that I can be perfect.
Yes,
Then
yes.
only I'll be perfect.
Yeah, yeah, at least you will think that I started my journey maybe 1 year back, and now I have achieved certain level. Yeah, and now I have to move from here to another level. Yeah, so that's the learning actually. There takes learning place, you can say.
Absolutely right. And you know what? Most of the comment I received from the housewives, they literally they keen to learn this language. I don't know from where, like they are so motivated. Every now and then I receive comment, ma'am, I'm a housewife. I really wanted to learn English. Can you please help me? Now I do not understand that how I can help them. Just having one conversation with someone is not going to improve their English, right? So if I would say like, okay, let's have conversation and you will improve. No, it's not true. They're not going to learn anything in just one conversation. They have to maintain that consistency. So the
That's
people who are listening me, please understand having one conversation with me is not going to improve your English. Focus on this, then try to join some application. I would say there are so many application you can join.
any platform they can choose and where they can practice on a
Practice.
regular basis. Yes, on a regular basis on their comfortable zone. Wherever they are, from there they can start their journey. They don't know that if they connect to you, what kind of questions you are going to put, okay, and whether they will be able to answer those questions or not. So they have to understand their level and then they have to work on their language. And after having certain control command over that language, they can switch on to one-to-one conversation. And
Yeah,
some
that's
must be thinking that, yeah, Karishma ma'am also started like that. In the beginning, she was also not knowing too much and she became fluent. But they don't know the struggle behind this, that how much struggle Karishma ma'am had. Yeah, that they need to understand that when you started, how taking your child in your lap, you are taking sessions. I saw your one of the videos, I think that was Clappingo or somewhere. You were holding your one baby in your lap and in between he was I think the elder one was coming in the screen, and you were continuously talking to your tutor. So that's how, so that struggle they need to understand. It's not that easy that let's have a conversation with Karishma ma'am, upload it on the channel will grow because Karishma ma'am's channel is growing, and then I will learn English. That is not going to happen. We have to practice it on a regular basis. That is very, very important.
consistency is really important because even now, if I leave my practice, for example, I'm not practicing for a couple of months, I feel like I cannot speak. I feel like this because it's not our native language. So it is very important to be in touch with this language for at least some time, like for at least few years, I would say. Otherwise, I think I'm going to forget everything I've learned like in the last 1 year.
Actually, see, speaking and communicating, two different things. Everybody is not good at, even though you speak in your native language, and if you are given a platform that you speak on certain topic for certain period of time, probably at some moment after some time you will feel that now I'm not getting any words, even though I'm speaking in Hindi. How long can I speak? So that is the difficulty level, that you are a good speaker or not. That is also important. Yes. So by connecting to different people, at times when we feel now what question should I ask, now no question is coming to my mind and conversation has to continue, it has to go on. So that thing also we are learning at this platform when we are
Yes.
talking. I never know what question Karishma is going to ask me, you never know what is Manju ma'am is going to ask me. Yes, so we are learning this, that spontaneously if somebody is going to ask something, how can we answer those questions? So your mind is becoming more and more smart.
Yeah, that is called communication skills. Like we are
Ah,
improving day by day, and you won't believe I did before this session, I did not even have a single question in my mind. I made all questions right now, which I usually receive like in the comment section. So I just think about that and ask them. So this is the thing which I've learned from, I would say, like, from English Yari and the Clappingo team. The tutors available there, they have a good. I don't know what is this. They always initiate the conversation, like you will never feel like you need to put some effort for communication. They will going to ask you some question in that way that you are ready to answer, and this
yeah,
is how I have learned, and now I really wanted to become like them because it is something very amazing thing. Like you
yeah.
are having, you are initiating the conversation. That is
And
the most important thing.
yeah, and then second thing, that making the opposite person comfortable at the same time,
Yeah.
because the tutors, they know that who is sitting in front of me, they know that the person sitting in front of me will make grammatical mistake somewhere, maybe somewhere a structure will go wrong, somewhere she will stuck certain places, but then too they continue their questions and they continuously they teach you something, somewhere they correct you in such a positive manner
Positive
that you do
manner.
not understand that really I made mistake.
Yes.
Yes.
They will appreciate you and then they will correct you. This is,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
that,
amazing thing.
yeah. On a very positive note, they correct you. Yes. So
Yes,
you never
yes,
feel bored or you never feel embarrassed that, oh my God,
yes.
I made a
I
mistake,
made it.
because they never point out like this. Yeah, this is wrong. Why did you speak this? So they very nicely corrected. That is that thing we should learn actually.
Yes. And I really love that thing. And I get inspired only from that thing because when I used to take sessions from Clappingo, there was this tutor Himanshu sir. Whenever I had conversation with him, I felt so comfortable. And I feel like having conversation for a long term, like it's very comfortable. And there are many other tutor like same, and they're amazing. And I really wanted to become like them. Seriously, like if somebody is talking to me, that person should be comfortable with me. I should initiate the conversation. They should not feel like, okay, now what to ask, what to answer. I should initiate. And I want to correct in that manner, like I used to correct my kid earlier, like when he started learning English. Now he is good with his English language. He can speak really well. We both have conversation in English. But at the beginning, I used to teach him, correct him. We both learned at the same time, actually. We both learned at the same time, just by watching YouTube videos and all. So, yeah, I want to be like that,
So
polite
you
and
really
humble.
started at the right time actually. When your child was growing, was about to reach in the school campus, you started this journey. So he was actually knowing why English is to be spoken, why mama is speaking in English. So once he reaches in the school, he has nothing, nothing unique or nothing
Yes,
strange to
yes,
find it out that my teacher is speaking in another language. I don't get it. Yeah,
yes,
you already had started this journey, so he was quite aware of this English. And
yes,
nowadays, you know the condition of the schools. Each and every school, yeah,
yes.
they always have this, the communication in English. Always.
Yes.
Yes.
That is, I think it's a good thing because earlier what happened, people even studied in English medium school, they can't even able to speak English. So what is the benefit of giving so much fees or spending money on private schools if they are not even learning a new skill or language? So, but now schools have improved a lot. Every school, I will say, like they are focused more on English language. They are
Yeah,
focusing more on English language.
because now the time has come where the importance of English is identified. In the
Yes.
earlier days, if you ask, my father used to say, we were never attending any interviews. Just on the basis of 10th or 12th marks or graduation marks, we were getting jobs. So that was the time. So where that time people had no idea that in future we have to have English also. So that
Yeah,
time taking, but now it's time, global time, no, you can say globalization. So you need to know English because this is universally accepted.
it is like very competitive world now, so we need to perform better. Then only we will secure a job. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
very important nowadays. Yes, even
I
your
think
child wants to go for higher education. Suppose you want him to admit in Delhi University or JNU or anywhere. So English has a barrier. If he knows, he will get a position there. If he doesn't, then maybe no place for him.
absolutely right.
This is the time actually. We need to function according to the time, according to the demand of the time. So yes, English is in demand. So we are working on this language.
Please, my viewers, listen this carefully. English is important. When I've started my channel, I used to get comment like, "Why you are teaching English? Always you speak in English, English, English. What you will get? Our matrabhasha is Hindi. Why are you not teaching people Hindi or Sanskrit?" I said like they already know Hindi and Sanskrit is their choice. It is also a subject in schools. They can learn, and our environment is Hindi. They don't need to learn Hindi. So like I used to get lot of comments like this. Sometimes I feel bad, like why I'm creating video, then I just ignore those comments and move ahead.
Once you are social media face, people have all the right to
It
show
is like,
their attitude and their behavior.
yeah,
It's just their attitude that what they feel. People have all the right to do what they want to.
yes, exactly.
That's why if you want to learn English, if you want to teach English, nothing wrong in this. I always say that I learned Urdu in my childhood. That was not the demand in my family. That was not the demand of the society that time. But when I was studying that time, there was an option that you can take any other language.
Mm.
You can understand. I was in Lucknow, and Lucknow, that's the city
Yes,
of Nawab. So I thought that let me start Urdu, and knowing any language is not going to harm you. It's
yes,
a level of confidence you get that I know one language, I know two, I know three, I know
free.
four.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's actually good. Let people say whatever they are saying. We have to take their positive comments actually. What many have appreciated you also. So always think that remain on positive note.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. Yes.
No, that's the reason of my consistency, to be honest. It's my viewers who always comment me very positively, and that's the reason I'm here right now. Otherwise, maybe I give up like very earlier. When my mother was sick, it was very, very crucial time for me because that was the time I was pregnant also. So it was very difficult for me to deal with the both situations, and it's not very well. But because of the comments and the appreciation I got through the people comment, I
That
am consistent. Yeah.
It's very important because giving up is not the solution.
Not the
If you
solution.
want to do something, you have to do it. Let people say whatever they are saying. We have our own mouth. We can speak whatever we want to. But yeah, what I want to do, I must do it. Yes,
Yeah,
Karishma.
that,
Any more question for me, Karishma?
no, man, that's it for now. It's amazing session. You've answered a lot of questions, and thank you so much. And yes, now it's time to go. Let me check on my baby.
Yeah. That's very important. That's the
Yeah.
reason I asked you this question because I knew I have no work. My session will start at 1. I take paid sessions actually, so that it starts at 1.
Oh,
So I am free till 1. So you
okay.
said that I'm free in the morning hours. I said I'm totally free. No problem. We can have conversation. Okay. So amazing conversation we had, Karishma. Next time in future, we'll certainly connect again. All right.
Sure, 100%. I will surely connect you. I want to improve my grammar. I'm still working on it.
Oh,
Yes.
it's lovely. It's lovely to know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay.
you, ma'am. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.
Bye bye.